This realm offers pleasing scenery, a state of quietude, and excellent amenities. Very suitable for those who wish to study the art of mechanics in peace. Were you perchance inspired by one's own abode? Oh, most appealing. One does have a formidable aptitude for conversation. However, one is currently preoccupied with a technical conundrum of great importance. We may need a housekeeping machine to perform domestic chores such as sweeping and tidying. To enhance its functionality, one added a sound response module so that it could be operated with voice commands. However, the module is flawed. For instance, if one is too far away from the machine, it cannot detect the audio signal, and thus cannot be remotely operated. Do you have any suggestions on how to resolve this problem? A viable solution, technically speaking, although a little inelegant. However, yes, your suggestion has pointed out towards yet another solution. One simply needs to fashion a sound amplification machine. With just a little adeptal energy, such a device could amplify sounds from hundreds of miles away, then pass the relevant commands to other audio-activated mechanisms. One shall have full command over one's contraptions without the need to move a muscle. Glorious. Very well. We may consider this conundrum resolved. Now back to our conversation. When you said that you wanted to have a chat, did you mean that you would like for one to tell you a story? Oh, you are a good child. Yes, with some fine tea to soothe the throat, one shall be able to talk far more fluidly. Nevertheless, one ought to refrain from sharing certain stories with you until having sought permission from some old friends. The girls, whom you already know quite well, for instance, to utter but a word about their childhoods is to hazard their faces scrunching up, as if they had bitten into a sour lemon. Truly, one is most at ease when speaking with you. Still, you have spoken little of the things you and Paimon have experienced in the past. The ruse is quite unnecessary. If there are things you do not wish to speak of, so be it. One shall inquire no further. Go. We may pick up this conversation again when you feel more comfortable telling your story. Whatever you share, one vows to never tell a soul. This realm offers pleasing scenery, a state of quietude, and excellent amenities. Very suitable for those who wish to study the art of mechanics in peace. Were you perchance inspired by one's own abode? No. In fact, nothing in particular. Mortals are wont to rush from one endeavor to the next, but this is because their lifespan is short. They fear being left behind by their peers if they waste but a little of the time they have. By nature, Adepti are not part of the human world. For us, centuries can pass by in a flash, not to mention that one prefers to focus single-mindedly on the study of mechanisms, and tends not to be distracted by worldly attachments. Except perhaps... Yes, the exception would be one's disciples. One cares for them as if they were one's own children. Now that is another of one's areas of expertise. Very well. In that case, allow one to share with you some rather novel means of relaxation. There is, indeed. One has quite the compilation of methods right here. Behold. Play mahjong with strangers, go to Mount Hulao to knock on some amber. Whenever one feels in need of relaxation, one simply draws at random from this collection. And what, pray tell, is wrong with a little oddity? In service of relaxation and fun. And of course, if you have other suggestions on novel ways to relax, one is all ears. There is certainly merit to simply letting the mind wander freely. In idleness, we often find sparks of inspiration that might otherwise go unnoticed. Still, one is at something of a loss regarding where to best partake in such an activity within this teapot. You can change the scenery here at will to suit your mood, correct? Then perhaps, could you craft a likeness of Dreyun Karst? No, on second thought, save yourself the trouble. Let us pay a visit to the real Dreyun Karst. Would you care to soar the skies by one side? One could easily make that happen with one's mastery over wind and cloud. Then it is decided. One just needs a moment to make a plan and retrieve a mechanism or two, and then we shall be on our way.